Hey traders, I'm Heinz, and in this video we'll be discussing the Supertrend indicator. What this means is we'll be looking at what is a Supertrend indicator and also which one of the two EAs built on the Supertrend feature today is the best. What this means is we'll be looking at the AW Supertrend and PZ Supertrend EAs. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you for a quick favor and show your support for the video by hitting that like button. Also subscribe to stay up to date with future videos. Now, what is a super trend indicator? The super trend indicator is a popular technical analyst tool used to identify the trend. It can also be used to manage risk and confirm market tendencies. The interpretation of the super trend is that when price is above the super trend line, it is considered bullish, while price action below the super trend lines confirm bearish momentum. Now, the way that the super trend indicator is calculated, it uses the high and low of price divided by 2 plus the multiplier times the ATR. Now, for this specific PZ super trend indicator, the formula that it is using is a period of ATR of 14 multiplied with a multiplier of 3. Now, the few things about the super trend indicator is that it is not without its limitations. And some of the main limitations is that it is a lagging indicator because it uses past data to determine the line. On top of it, it doesn't offer a lot of flexibility and needs to be combined with other indicators to get the best results. Unfortunately, the indicator is prone to false signals. So if we were to use different time frames, you'll see that there are multiple false signals if the market is going sideways. However, if the market is trending, the indicator is able to take advantage of trending markets which can deliver positive results. So what we are going to do next is we are going to take a look at two specific EAs that use the super trend as a part of their structure. And we'll look at how these two compare, comparing them using the same lot size to see which one is the best. So next, the two featured EAs for today is the AW Super Trend EA and the PZ Super Trend EA. Now, both of these Forex robots or expert advisors are available on the MQL5 marketplace, and I've already downloaded both of the EAs, and on the face value, they look to be very similar. However, upon closer inspection, we'll see that there are quite a few differences, and one clearly stands out above the rest. Now, firstly, if we look at the AW Super Trend indicator, and we'll be using exactly the same parameters for both testing them on the Euro USD on the hourly time frame for the past 24 months. So we'll be testing it from the 10th of January 2022 until the 10th of January 2024 using a deposit of $1,000. And the thing about the AW Super Trend is that it does offer a multi-time frame filter and gives you the option of either using martingale or trading without. Now, for both of the tests today, I will not be using the martingale function and using a simple stop loss and take profit with a trailing stop function. Now, for this, it does offer a lot of customization, but if we run the robot on default, and I've already run the test for us, we'll see that unfortunately it isn't able to deliver a nice result. In the end, it lost quite a lot of money, even though it used the stop loss and take profit function because of the high quantity of false signals that the indicator does give on default. In the end, we lost over $680 in this 24-month period. However, if we do some customization for the AW Supertrend and do some optimization, we are able to get a positive result. Now, for the purpose of this test, we want to compare apples with apples, so I used a fixed lot for both of the tests, using a 0.05. And some of the changes that I made included using the multi-time frame filter and also increasing the size of the trailing step. This helps us to avoid that it goes too quickly into its trailing step function, and I also had to increase the stop loss from 30 pips to 100 pips. Now, some of the things that are a problem for me with the AW Supertrend is that it doesn't have a clear TP, and it only uses a trailing stop to exit. However, even with this, we'll see that we have now changed a negative robot into a positive one, delivering a $90 profit over the 24-month period. However, it still has a low profit factor, even though it has a very high win rate of 84%. Now, one of the things that this bot would take advantage of is having a sessions filter, where you can specifically set what time of the day the bot is allowed to trade. And that brings me on to our next EA, which is none other than the PZ Supertrend EA. Now, I've featured some of PZ's robots before, so make sure to check them out. And if we look at the PZ Supertrend indicator, this one is also very customizable and offers a lot of different options, including closed on the opposite signal, a filter by trading session, and a trailing stop loss and break even function. Now, to do the same as before, we'll start off by comparing both of the robots on default. And then after this, we'll be making a couple of adjustments to increase its overall profitability. So the thing about running this robot on default, it uses a 0.01, a very aggressive break-even function, and on top of this, a very smart trailing stop function. So you'll see that it immediately sets off because it's currently on default set to trade all 3 seasons, meaning it is trading 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And for this reason, it's always recommended to trade your expert advisors or Forex robots using a VPS. A VPS or virtual private server gives you the ability to be constantly connected to the market, meaning you don't have to run your own computer the whole time having MetaTrader open, which can be very inconvenient for traders. So on default, eventually we see using a 0.01 lot that the bot is immediately profitable. But by looking at this graph, there is some room for improvement. So first on default, it generated a net profit of $14 with a profit factor of 1.09. And even though it had an extremely high win rate of 94%, we were only able to generate $14. The reason is the bot uses a very aggressive break-even and trailing stop function on the 354 trades placed by the BZ Supertrend EA. Now, if we start making some small adjustments to this, we could potentially increase the profitability of the Supertrend EA. So for this, we're going to head back to the settings and I'm going to load a set file that I'll make available for free. And the set file trades only specific sessions. For this pair is during the European session when both of the pairs involved in it have the most liquidity available. Additionally, I increased the manual lot size to 0.05. The reason is I wanted for both tests to be able to compare apples with apples. So if you'd like to test the set file for yourself, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. And we'll see for this PZ Supertrend EA that running it according to this settings, even though in 2022 it did run in a period of drawdown, that it was able to recover very nicely. You'll see that the deposit load is slightly higher, but never increases because it doesn't use any dangerous grid or martingale settings. What this means is each trade has a stop loss, each trade has a take profit, and each trade also has a break even and trailing stop function. This provides a lot of security for traders who are tired of using grid or martingale robots. And in the end, using the small lot size, it was able to generate $80 worth of profit or 8% return over the 24 months. The profit factor of 1.26 combined with a high percentage win rate of 96% shows us that this profitable robot trades well in the market. On top of this, it had a low drawdown of only $104 out of the total of 326 trades. So, guys, let me know down in the comments below which one of these two do you think is best and if you are going to trade it live in the market. With that, I want to say thank you for watching until the end. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.